it so you don't look, but you can see literally what pretty much what's going on in that. And I'm thinking, if this don't make some changes, I mean, it should have happened before his father got in, but nevertheless, I mean, somebody has a video out there, like a little music video, they're calling it, and they have clips from it. Literally, I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but I saw it yesterday, and I was like, can you hear me? I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you now.
Dr. G?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been telling people for about 3 months now, watch the Hunter Biden laptop so you don't get caught off guard. Because it's the straw that broke the bull's back.
It's out.
Once they entered into congressional evidence, that was the public notice that it was going to be the source by which they expose everything. So now they slow leaking clips from the laptop as a indicator of what's to come, and they're doing this because they have to soften up the people so they don't take it so hard when they realize how deep this rabbit hole went for us to reach the bottom and clear it all the way out. The Biden, the laptop, I'm not going to say nobody's name, but right. The laptop is going to trigger another laptop scenario in a different file out of New York about some child sacrifice that's going to also expose, or it's going to come out in a cross section of information between the Maxwell House trial, which was coded, by the way, just so I didn't get to
the coffee trial. Yeah, I guess.
Right. So her trial and the laptop scenario, or the two laptops, gonna all end up converging at the pizza parlor, if you get what I'm saying.
I get you.
So while they exposing what's going on at the pizza parlor, that's going to be the shock and awe and the last hurrah to give the people the inside scoop. And this is when we're going to start having 24-hour tribunal TV showing us all of the people that's been tried and what they've been tried for: crimes against humanity, human trafficking, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, arms trafficking, all kind of stuff from all over the world. You're going to have high figures of society being dirty laundry drug out in the open, because the military strategists say if the incoming king wants to win favor with the people, after he's thwarted the conspiracy, he dragged the conspirators out before the people and lay the conspiracy bare so that the people can understand the doom that they were rescued from, and they become supporters of the king as he restored the land and the water and the air. The people not going to never support you if you don't show them the ugliness that you went through and on the behalf of the people in order to restore everything, right? Mm-hmm. So while we doing public notices to the grassroots, because that's all we doing with these conversations, trying to educate the grassroots on how to see beyond the charade, to see the show going on behind the scenes. So I had to break it down into what you call bite-sized morsels and throw a couple of colorful epithets in there, because to be politically correct when the politics
we got you. They got you breaking up again. Can you hear me, Rod? Because you're breaking up again. They have been, knowing the man behind what the man says. So we appreciate you all for being on here. You're 1,300 plus strong, and that's a good thing. I want you to like if you haven't. Please subscribe to this channel. And I want to say this to you, brother Rod. Whatever you want to finish, try to get it in right now before they block you, and then I'll do the thing, bringing you up. So whatever you were saying, look, go on with it.
Okay, so this is where we at the end game. We really, really, really past the end game now. Um, so what we need to be looking for is a sudden dump of information. This gonna come all at once because it's been held back and it's been seeping out in little clips. So that's like a leak before a dam break. That little sprout of water in the cartoon before it ruptured the whole dam. Hey, you can't stick your finger in there and plug this one up, right?
Right.
So the exposure, um, based off of the messages I'm getting, is it's imminent. But I can't give a date because I'm not allowed to see the future dates. I can only read the real time, and then I can do a mathematical probability. I can also do what they call a stellar alignment probability, according to the alignment of the stars. But for those who want more information, you can ask the oracle readers, the card readers, and the psychics, because at the time now, the energy level is so high that the accuracy levels is higher than they ever been in modern history. They haven't been this accurate since they was hijacked by the Romans in Greece in as oracle priests of Delphi. Right? They were accurate like they are now back then. And when the Romans took over Greece, the accuracy diminished until now it's returning. So you can ask oracles to do card reads on these current events and what do they indicate, and they're gonna all give you a general time frame to work from based off the movement of the energy. Some of them gonna be so latched on to the energy, it's gonna be like binge watching your favorite TV show. They gonna keep coming back every day doing spreads on the same energy because they'll see the changes that fast in the oracle read. A lot of times when I tell people that don't understand what I'm saying, I say refer to the oracles and ask them if my information is correct, because what you can't see with the spiritual eye, you looking physically, they can see spiritually what I'm telling you, and then they can tell you physically what it's going to mean, because they're catching the energy as it's changing in real time, and they're using the focal point of whatever their oracle style is. Some tea readers, some read runes, some read cards, some read entrails, some read nuts, some read shells, but they all got their own way of interpreting those energy signatures that's coming in from spirit, right?
Yes, and I'm kind of running while you're speaking. I'm running about 4 different readers on the information about 4 different ones I know do reading. So you might want to
Mm.
reach out. But there are folks
Oh,
that are on YouTube that are doing daily. You
yeah.
know,
So my some of my favorite tarot readers is Blue Rose Tarot has uncanny accuracy. Also, I listen to Brittany Madison, who has an uncanny accuracy. She's actually done spreads on the because and she did some other reads too. I asked her to do a couple of other reads and she done them. Um, then you also, it's a sister on here who's looking at the organic side of the tribal side named Chief Janace. She's pretty intuitive and she's coming from more of an academic angle from her intuition, and she's sharing information. There's a couple more of them. I don't have them all off the top of my head like that because I'm horrible with names, as hard as I might be to. But those are just some of the ones that that I listen to who has uncannily accurate information, and I can also use the information to go into more detail.
Yeah. Well.
Right. So I can listen. Driving Miss Lizzie.
Yeah, that's it. Funny. That shit is hilarious. Who did that one? It's the only ones that, okay, I remember I had to go back. Okay, is that it right there?
Yeah, I want you to go the other way. You was going the right way.
Okay, but I went to the bottom.
Right. No, that ain't all of them. It's a whole lot of stuff. But we're gonna skip over the Mercury retrograde. We're finna get into this Dawes Road shit. All these is part of the post. Right. Now.
Yeah, you're that shit. No wonder they block it.
Keep going. Okay, slow down. Let's look at this for a minute. Let's look at this whole picture. Look at the top of it. Go to the top of it and see what they say.
Come on, baby. Stop playing.
What it say?
They taught us we came to America on a slave ship in the 15th century.
Now, what the other part say? What's the bottom of the picture say?
But the artifacts show we were already here in America 7th century AD.
Well, what's the picture of the artifacts? What in the hell? Do that look like a pale skinned Indian to you?
No, it look like them damn the ones them Huns. Like the Huns mixed with the black, mixed with the
this a long time ago. This 7th century.
Yeah.
Right. So they tried to tell us that all of the Asians came over the Bering Straits through Alaska and populated the what we call the Western Hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they try to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go to the pictures. Let's keep going. We got to get to these Dawes Road shit. Because we got to see who these dirty players is that's doing this bullshit. Oh, I seen the turkey. I was out. The turkey standing in front of the car.
That's fire.
I ain't never seen a turkey over there. That's Lucifer.
You get a good picture of him right there.
Mm-hmm.
He fattening up for the Thanksgiving, so we can.
Oh yeah, I might not never see a turkey in that spot again.
That turkey represents a sign. It represents a certain energy. That bird, that turkey.
Yeah, the turkeys mean chief.
Yeah, and strong bird. It's a strong bird too. One of the turkeys, one of the strong birds.
Mm-hmm. That's what your chief is, a strong bird.
Yeah.
This James Brown, please.
That's rare though. That's rare to see a single turkey like that out there.
Yeah, and especially where I saw him at.
Yeah, that's rare.
All right, now we're about to start getting to the good part.
I like this picture right here. That's fire. I'm gonna say that one.
Oh, whoa, we got to read that because that's important. If y'all got to be aware of this, the day is coming soon where good men are gonna have to do. Scroll down, we read the rest of it.
Damn, my bad.
They say the day is coming soon where good men are gonna have to do bad things to very bad people. That's the day I want. That's where I want to get cut loose at, right there.
Damn.
All right, here we go. We're about to get into it.
Oh, it's still loading up. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Just going in all of the pictures we went over earlier and everything.
Yeah.
I had to set up in case the rest of the pictures didn't go through. We would have to be going through all of this. Oh, go back up. One picture before this one.
This one picture we wouldn't go over. Yeah, that red.
Yeah, because this is the Mongol Empire. Scroll up a little bit so you can see where Rome was to the left over there. You could see the other way. Okay. A little bit more.
Damn, stop. Come on, baby.
You see where the boot is in Italy right there on the top left?
Right here?
The boot. It's right up in that area though, but it's the boot of Italy.
Yeah, I see it. Right here. Right.
Okay, now the middle, that's the Middle East right there, directly to the right, the left of the red.
Yeah.
Right. This is going, now you're going over to Turkey and all over in there, Macedonia and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's under that, you got India in the middle, and then you got Asia, that's China. All that's China over there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And where you see the to the left, you can see the Red Sea, the Gulf, the Persian Gulf over there to the left. And then you can see Egypt. Right. And that Egypt. Now, years ago, everything that you see south of the Mediterranean, that was all Egypt going into India. India used to be Eastern Ethiopia. Right? Okay, let's go to the next picture.
Okay.
The next one gonna be the Huns. We already seen them, so we're gonna skip the ones we already did. So these is the people they kidnapping and using as servants to bring over here to conquer and to use them. Here we go. We're getting there now. You see what that say?
Yeah, Dawes Act.
Yeah. You see where it say Indian land? Did it show him eating the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, now we about to get into the Dawes role. Let's go, young Gelder. What the people saying in the comments? I can't see them.
Man, they saying game over. They saying, man, this shit is on fire. We the hottest niggas in the game right now. That's what they said.
All right, let's go to the top of this picture because this picture right here is important.
Okay.
See it? Dawes Act of 1887. Now we 100 years into the war contract from 1776. All right. So it implied Indian ways were inferior to white ways. Now remember, when they talking about white people, they not talking about pale-skinned Europeans. They talk about European nobility who came over here as Etruscan Moors, as conquistadors, as Frenchmen, Englishmen, and Dutch. Right? You got to always remember that. Okay, now, we under the impression, based on the way that they lead us to believe the term white man mean, that they talk about a pale skin like this dude sitting here. Right? But this is not what they're talking about. It said the Dawes role was aimed to bring Indians into mainstream of American life by making them live like the white man. And so it's trying to make you be something that you're not.
Okay, go ahead. You going in.
That's out the gate. It's telling you that right there. Okay, now, what's the next one? The Indian resisted. That's a standalone statement. The Indians resisted. All right, now you look at his name.
It's Senator Henry
Dawes. That's who the Dawes role was named after, right? Okay, now let's go to the next one.
Got the ass. Somebody in the comments say Rod Hayes, get these niggas, man. Get these niggas, man.
Okay, now let's go over this. What was the 1887 Dawes Severalty Act?
Go ahead.
Right? Now, it said the Dawes Act granted the president authority to divide up native lands into individual allotments. Land was placed in trust for 25 years. Excess land could be bought by the federal government and sold to non-natives. 1902, the Dead Indian Act. This is what makes you a straw man right here. 1902. Now, this is all under the Dawes role.
Keep it in mind. Go ahead.
All right. The 1902 Dead Indian Act allowed natives to sell inherited land even if still in trust status. Think about that for a minute. You can't sell trust if you're a trustee. All right. As many natives were impoverished, the sale of land provided income to live. Now look at the name of that. The Dead Indian Act.
Damn.
Right? First of all, the term Indian is a misnomer. I mean, a false name. Okay? Followed by the Burke Act of 1904, authorized Secretary of the Interior to determine competency of landowners. Now, remember, we were talking about 3/5 compromise, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about $5 Indians, and this is how we become compromised to the 3/5 scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Authorize Secretary of the Interior to determine competency of landowners.
Mm-hmm.
If competent, the land was distributed out of the trust and then taxed. If incompetent, land could be sold without the owner's consent.
Mm.
Okay, now let's read the other side. Go back to the top. The Dawes Act, subsequent legislation decimated native land holdings and failed to spur natives to assimilate into American culture. Its failure is among the many broken U.S. promises that ultimately devastated native culture.
Mm.